Hello everyone, welcome back. It's time for our daily Clues by Sam. Hope you guys are doing well. And if it's your first time here, this is a puzzle we play every day here on the channel called Clues, and it's made by Sam. And in it, there are 20 people, and each of those will or might give us a clue to help us figure out who is a criminal and who is an innocent on the board. And if you want to play along, the link is in the description. And I will start mine right now and explain my logic as I go, so let's start. With Uma telling us there are no incense in row 2 who neighbor Alex. So in row 2 there's 2 people who neighbor Alex, none of those are innocents, we know that, so Frida and Habiba both are criminals. Now we dismiss Uma's clue by clicking on it, and Frida now says there's another number of innocents neighboring Habiba, so we don't know about any incense yet, so let's leave that clue there. Habiba now says there are no incense to the right of her. So to the right of her, there's Ike and Joy. None of them are incense either, so both criminals. We don't need Habiba's clue anymore now. Ike says that only one of the 2 criminals neighboring Thor is Steve's neighbor. So Thor and Steve share 4 people as neighbors. And Thor has 2 criminals total. But only one of those is shared with Steve. So that means that because Thor has no other neighbors who are not shared with Steve, his second criminal has to be Steve himself so that he can have the total. And now Steve straight up tells us that Thor is a criminal also. Now, I'm gonna leave Ike's clue here because it tells us about a second criminal here neighboring Thor, but we don't need Steve's. Joy says there's only one incense in row 4. Okay, so either Kita or Ruth are gonna be one and the only innocent in row 4, so we mark them as opposites with the same color. Thor says that Asha has only one innocent neighbor. So Asha needs one innocent neighbor and has only one neighbor left, Claire, so she has to be the innocent. Now Claire says that Paul is one of Ike's 3 innocent neighbors, so Paul is an innocent. And Ike has a third one, besides Claire herself and Paul, but we don't know who that is yet. Paul says that both criminals in row 3 are connected, so that means that there's 2 criminals here in row 3 to the left of Paul. Both of them have to be connected, which means that Mark, the only person here who is connected to any of the other people, has to be one of those criminals, which makes either Kumar or Noah a criminal, the second and last, and the other one an innocent. And now we know that Biba has Claire as an innocent and the second innocent here in row 3 because all 3 people to the left of Paul neighbor Habiba. And we know that Biba needs an odd number of innocents neighboring her. So it has to be 3 because she only has 2 people left besides Claire. And the second innocent here in row 3. So to make an odd number, we need the third and last one, which makes Alex and Barrett opposites as well. Now, Claire says that Ike has 3 innocent neighbors, but we don't know about the third one yet. Mark gives us a new clue. Barrett has exactly 2 innocent neighbors. So Barrett has Claire as an innocent neighbor, and they need a second one, but there's only Alex left, so that makes Alex an innocent as well. And since Alex was opposites with Barrett themselves, then that makes a criminal out of them. And now we don't need Mark's clue. So Barrett now says that only one person in a corner has exactly 3 criminal neighbors. Well, that's Alex, right? Alex is in a corner and they have 3 criminal neighbors. Asha, of course, doesn't. And Uma is also not gonna have 3 because Uma already has 1 innocent here. But we know that Zara couldn't have 3 either, and she has 1 person left who, if they were to be a criminal, would make 3 criminals, but we know that they couldn't now. So Zola has to be an innocent, and we don't need Barrett's clue anymore. Now Zola says that exactly 3 of Steve's 4 criminal neighbors also neighbor Noah. So Steve shares 4 people with Noah as neighbors, and 2 of them are already criminals. One is an innocent and there's one person left. That's Ruth. So Ruth has to be the third and last criminal neighbor shared by them. But we also know that Steve has one more criminal neighbor who we don't know who they are yet. Now Keita says that only one row has exactly 2 innocents, and that row is row 3. Because we know that there's Paul as an innocent, and there is going to be a second and last innocent here who's either Kumar or Noah. There's only 4 people in that row. So looking at row 1, we know that if Asha were to be a criminal, then row 1 would also have 2 innocents, which means that Asha couldn't be a criminal. Now, if Steve were to have Noah, because we know that Steve has 4 criminal neighbors, right? And if the last one, because he already has 3, if the last one were to be in row 5, that would make row 5 have more than 2 innocent neighbors. So that works. Because Steve has only one more. And if Noah were a criminal, that will make row 5 have 4 innocents, which is also more than 2, shockingly. So that's okay. We know that Ike has 3 innocent neighbors, and all 3 of them are already revealed. That's Claire, Asha, and Paul. So Ike doesn't need one more innocent neighbor, and Noah is left neighboring him. So Ike has Noah as a criminal neighbor. Noah was opposite of Kumar, so Kumar is an innocent. And now, we know that Thor has 2 criminals neighboring him, so that makes Zara an innocent, right? And now Steve has 4 criminals neighboring him here. Noah is the last one, so that makes Will an innocent as well. And we are done the puzzle. Very nice. 7 minutes. The percentages are interesting, same as yesterday, and both were median, so that sounds good to me. Sounds like they were actually kind of close. And yeah, this was a shorter one, as it usually is during the week. But I'll see you tomorrow for more Clues by Samso. Bye bye.